Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to a Get Ready With Me video. In today's video, I am doing a full face of Makeup Revolution, which is one of my most favorite brands. You can get them at Ulta. They also have their own website where you purchase items and they ship them from the UK to here in the US. And I have enough stuff to do a full face. I probably have enough stuff to do 18 faces, to be quite honest with you, because I love that they're affordable. Almost all of their products are really high quality and I just love their stuff. So before we get started though, I'm not a beauty influencer, beauty guru, whatever they call themselves these days. I'm just some fat girl on the internet who likes to play with makeup. Today I am filming this because I'm actually putting on a full face of makeup so I can take pictures for my blog. I'm taking the pictures. I don't have a photographer, but I'm doing pictures for my new website that will hopefully be launching before the end of the year. And I thought I might as well just sit down in front of the camera and film me getting ready. So yeah, I'm gonna do a whole face of Makeup Revolution. They have one of my most favorite foundations ever. And so I thought, why not? And I have some eyeshadow palettes, literally an entire face worth of products. So I always start with my eyebrows, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my face. I've already done this once today, but my face is really, really dry. I have really dry skin. It's probably more dehydrated than it is dry. So this is the YourGoodSkin overnight cream, but I use this sometimes as a daily moisturizer. It's just that good. And you can get this from Ulta, you can get this from Walgreens. I get it when it's buy one get one 40% off. This entire line is fantastic. Their serum, I have it right here. This is amazing. And if I do this, then I put an oil on top, and then I put a moisturizer on top of that, it literally feels like the Drunk Elephant moisturizer with the purple lid. So I'm just gonna rub this in to where my driest areas are. My forehead right here is always the driest. I have a really big dry patch there. So I'm just gonna rub this in. Like I said, I've already moisturized, but I moisturized early this morning. I'm filming this actually at 1:30 in the afternoon. My goal was to get up like at 7, take a shower, film a video, go to therapy, come home, and that didn't happen. I've been taking Flexeril, which is a muscle relaxer, every night to help me sleep. If you guys didn't know, I have a herniated or ruptured disc in my lumbar back, and I've been dealing with that. And to sleep, I've had to use a muscle relaxer, and it knocks me out and makes me drunk the next day. So not drunk, but you know, that hungover feeling. So before I start on my eyebrows, I'm also going to add an under eye primer. This is also from Makeup Revolution, and my under eyes are always dry. That's probably I'm dry. Okay, do we have the point across, Misty? Misty is dry. A couple things that help make that worse is I am type 2 diabetic, and that tends to dry out your skin. And then I'm also immune suppression therapy, which also makes my skin drier. So I like to use an eye cream and an eye primer to just help with my concealer. I haven't found a concealer that looks good on me. That doesn't look like a dry desert, you know, earth underneath my eyes. I also have an issue with my eyes are very deep set. So not only do I have darkness, but I also have, they're very deep. So one of these days, maybe I'll get fillers. I remember talking to Rob about it one time, and he's like, can you just get that on Amazon? I was like, no, it's not a makeup product. It's a procedure, cosmetic procedure. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm going to use this pencil by Makeup Revolution, and I believe this is in brunette. I don't have my glasses on, so I don't have any idea what color this is, but this is kind of like the Anastasia brow definer, and then it has a spoolie on the end. I actually like the Brow Wiz. I like a tinier pencil, but this is the one I have. So I like to define under my eyes with a pencil, or under my eyes. I like to define my eyebrows with a pencil and then fill in with a pomade. It's just easier for me to do it that way. So, and my right eye almost always looks better than my left eye. So, geez. This may be a little dark, but it'll have to do. I'm also kind of shaky today. So you may notice a slight tremor. This is weird. I like to start with the pencil, just because that way I can get kind of my definition, especially on my left eyebrow, which basically has no hairs. And my right one's not so bad because I do have way more hair than this left one does. And then I'll just kind of spoolie through that a little bit. And then I'm gonna use a pomade to fill them in. This is the Revolution Brow Pomade in medium brown. I'm using this brush from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I have no idea what number this is, but it's the eyebrow brush. This is the best eyebrow brush ever in my life. I think it came with Dip Brow one time when I bought it, and it's worth it. Like, I'm not a proponent for spending a whole lot of money on makeup brushes, but this one is worth it. So I'm gonna kind of start mid-brow and fill them in. I like to get most of the product middle and the back, and then I come up to the front. I don't do the ombre Instagram brow. I remember saying, listen to Scar Barnes go, no. I think Wayne Goss has also said no. Plus it just doesn't look good on me. So, I don't know. If you like the Instagram brow, you do the Instagram brow. You do you, boo. I need to put that on a t-shirt. That's it. Eyebrow achieved. I'm gonna do the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up using concealer, and I'm gonna bring in a angled brush. This is just one from an Amazon brush set. It's kind of like a dupe for that Anastasia brush. It has the spoolie on one end and then an angled on one side. I know you can't see it because I can't zoom in much further. I mean, I could, but then it would just be my big fat face, and nobody wants to see that. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of the Conceal and Define. This is in the color C2 to clean up under my brows. I just put a little bit. I mean, my thumb is basically, my thumb is basically my palette. So I just take it with the angle and then I just go under. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on my eyes. I have like 5 different palettes right here that I could use. I kind of want something a little bit softer, but I'm also going to be using false lashes. One problem that I run into is that my lashes are pretty long, but they won't hold a curl, and they basically disappear because my eyes are so deep set. So I'm going to try my hand at putting on false lashes today. So I don't know what kind of eye look that I'm going to do, but I have some palettes here in my possession. I have the Revolution Makeup Pigment Palette. I think this is Imperative. I think these are the Reloaded palettes. It's the one shaped like this. Sorry, I'm like, glare. So that is the Imperative. This one is the Reloaded Visionary. I have the Reloaded Provocative. This is lots of berries, and actually had my June weigh-in video. I did an eye look with this palette. I have the Parental Advisory palette. I can get it open. Looks like this. And then I have this one, which is the Jewel collection. This is the Opulent. This was their holiday collection. I think you can still get this one on Ulta. And this is the more kind of mauve-y, purpley tone. I think I may dip into a couple of them. And I'm going to go ahead and prime using this Fast Base Concealer. Again, in C2, I think is the color I pick for myself. This is one of those, like the Maybelline Age Rewind, which I hate that concealer. So many people are like, it's the best concealer. I'm like, that concealer does nothing for me. Okay, so I'm going to be using that Reloaded Provocative palette. Again, lots of rosy, kind of mauve tones, really, really pretty. I think this was like $5 or $6. I don't think they're much more than that. So I'm going to be using that one along with this Opulent palette. Again, this was their holiday palette, but I believe you can still find it. It's the one with the silver lid, the one that's a little bit more purple. The colors in this are absolutely beautiful, cool toned, so pretty. I really love it. Like I was going to do more purple, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do more kind of berry toned look. So I'm going to start with my transition color, and I'm going to be using this shade right here, this kind of lilac-y something or other. Revolution shadows are hit or miss. You will have some powder. Just dust off your brush. They are, again, you know, not too expensive. They can be really, really pretty. I know they came out with some like 45 pan palettes. I need another eye palette. Like I need a hole in the head. It's really hard when you're watching somebody put on makeup and you're like, do I really need that palette? I just bought a new LA Girl palette because I'm going to do a full face of LA Girl at some point, and Rob's like, I can just tell he's like, do you need this much makeup? And it's like, well, I want to film these get ready with me videos because you guys always give me such nice compliments on my makeup when I wear it in my videos. So I thought I would just show you guys. I mean, I'm not a beauty person. I don't play with makeup 24/7. This isn't my job. I'm not trying to, catch the eye of a brand or anything like that. I'm just some fat girl on the internet who likes to play with makeup. And you can probably see my nails. Like, nails and makeup are kind of two ways that I really feel like I can express myself. Express? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't mind playing with eyeshadow, and I don't mind playing with color on my nails. I can't really do it with fashion because I'm fat and you're kind of limited to what, the retailers who sell fat clothes want to do. I can't sew. So, yeah, anyway, I like playing. I just like playing. I like, same thing with my house. I'm not afraid of color. I love color. I love playing with color. So makeup suits me just fine. The problem is I have to remember that I don't always need whatever they're showing me on the YouTubes. Okay, so next I'm going to take, I thought I pulled out, oh I did, okay. I'm going to take a more densely packed brush and I'm going to bring in a darker color to go into my crease. And I think I'm going to use this one right next to it. So I have very hooded eyes, as you can tell. My eye hoodies are in effect. I mean, like, look at that. My eye hoodies have hoodies. So one of these days, wait, is that the color I want to use? Oh, I think I put the wrong color on my... I put the wrong color in my crease. Oh well, we're gonna keep moving. I want to use a darker shade, and I used the darkest shade. Oh wait, let's do this one. What was I saying? I don't know. Anyway, I have eye hoodies, so I kind of have to reshape my eye. So I'm gonna put this in my eye socket, kind of pushing in to where my natural socket is, just to kind of deepen that up a little bit. I could have swore I pulled out other brushes. What did I do with them? Did I just pull them out and put them back in? That would make sense. That would be something I would do. I'm gonna bring in a clean blending brush and kind of blend those together. Just a windshield wiper, kind of circular motions. You just want to blend them so they blend together and you can't see like a harsh division of the two colors. If I was feeling really adventurous, I do like this blowout look. Lisa Eldridge, who is amazing. Amazing. If you don't follow her, you should. She's a legit makeup artist to the stars. She's Nicole Kidman, Kate Winslet. She's done several people. She does magazine. She just brought out some corally pink lipsticks. I wish I could get my hands on it. But she did this like watercolor blush, blown out pink look, and I was like, oh, so pretty. I don't think it would look good on me. So there you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a darker berry color. This kind of shimmery berry. It's got a little bit of a hint of shimmer to it. It's not too bad. I'm gonna put that in my outer V area. Okay, I'm gonna bring in that first black brush and blend this out. Again, not adding any additional product, just blending. Bring in a pencily pointy brush. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in this darker purple a little bit more into the crease. And then I'm gonna bring in that crease color that we used, that kind of darker crease color, to blend it out. On a small shadow brush, kind of a packing type brush, one like this. This is just a wet mall brush. I'm gonna bring in this color right here to go underneath my brow bone for my brow bone highlight. Hopefully it shows. So for my lid, I'm gonna work from Paris to Cop Out. They're both beautiful. They are so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and wet my brush for this. Actually, I think I'll wet the shadow. How pretty is that? Can you see it from that? Okay, then I'm gonna flip my brush over and pick up Cop Out. I don't understand that name for this palette, but okay. I'm gonna wet it. They didn't ask me to name the palette, did they? So that's the shadow done, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the fallout, which is why I do my eyeballs first. That way I don't get fallout all over my face and I have to start all over. And before I put on my eyeliner, because I am gonna put on eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. This is the Hydrate primer from Revolution. They just brought this out. It is a very thin consistency. I'm gonna put the most of this like on my dry areas. So I'm gonna put like a pretty good amount up here on my forehead. The reason why I'm doing this now is to give this primer enough time to kind of settle down before I move on to my face. Because you don't want to just, you know, prime and then put something right on top of it. You need to give it a minute to kind of sink down. This is the first time I've used this primer, so I can't tell you if it's good or not, or if it's going to make my makeup last. It feels like a really thin moisturizer, which again, not hating, because I need it. Okay. Moving right along, this is either going to be the best idea I've ever had, or this is going to fail epically. I'm going to try the Renaissance Flick eyeliner. Everybody says this is the easiest eyeliner to use. Emily Noel said that you can't screw this up. And I do want to try lining my eyes, so wish me luck. I'm not going to try to do a wing or anything. I just want to line my eyes. Holy Toledo, Ohio. Do I dare? Do I dare? No, I don't dare. The answer to that is nah. You guys, that was so easy. I did not do a wing. I'm not going to do a wing. I need to practice doing a wing. I need to practice. Okay, I'm going to bring in the Mascara Revolution. This is the waterproof one. Let's see if it has the same. Ooh. The regular Mascara Revolution does not do this. And when you pull out the wand, you have to clean off the wand before you even think about bringing it to your eyeballs. So this didn't really do anything for my lashes, and that's the problem. Most mascaras don't. I do use a waterproof formula. I know a lot of people don't like to, but I have to because my eyes water or it transfers if I don't. So yeah, so like I mentioned, I am attempting lashes today. These are the Lily lashes in, they just said it's faux ink. These are a limited edition, so they must have been limited edition for a boxy charm. Takes a little bit to get used to, but I like them. So yeah, I need a drink. Let's move on to La Face. So, excuse me. I'm going to be using the Revolution foundation stick in F2. I love this foundation stick. I love foundation sticks in general. It's my favorite kind of foundation. Those of you who have ever used Argan makeup back in the day, like early 2000s, they had this stick foundation that was just amazing, so good, and it was so good. So on my forehead, I don't like to use the stick because it does a weird texture, so I'm gonna put some on my actual sponge. This is a sponge from Shop Miss A. If you guys have never been on that website, you need to, because it's like $1 for most things. And if it's not, like if they have things that are more expensive, like some of their lashes are like $1.50. Yeah, hold on, let me go down. I can't take myself seriously. So this is F2, which is probably a little light, or it seems like it's a little light, but I am really pale. Like I have a lot of redness, but I'm actually really pale. And it took me forever to realize that I probably needed warm undertone foundation. And I think this does darken a little bit. I think Nikki Tutorials reviewed this and loved it. She's also, I think, combination dry. Not combination dry. Maybe combination dry? I don't know. But it's like $9. I just cut it on sale for like $6 on Ulta, so I picked up a few more tubes. Be my luck, they'll probably discontinue it. It's been, whoo! I look like Casper, the friendly ghost. Yeah, got a little too much. It's a little light. We're gonna make it work. I promise. I'm gonna bring in a foundation brush. Again, I just got this in my boxy charm and go around my nasal labial folds or whatever those are called. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the hold on. I have the full full cover camouflage foundation in C2. This is a dupe for the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, so you seriously need like less than a pin drop for this. If you're unfamiliar with that concealer from IT Cosmetics, it is so sticky. It's very, 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 very sticky, very full coverage, but very sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my under eyes. Now I'm gonna go in with the Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution, and I'm gonna put this just in the corner right here where I need a little bit more coverage. I'm going to bring back in that foundation brush to blend this out. Okay, let's bring some color back into this ghostly face. I have the, I don't remember what this is called, but it's the dupe for the KKW contour sticks. It's got this shade on one side and this shade on the other, and it also had a highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face. So there's a contour stick on one side, bronzer stick on the other. I'm not normally someone who contours, but like I said, I'm doing these pictures. So I kind of want to today. I mean, I can't cover my double chin up with makeup, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. And then I'm gonna use the foundation in F13 for bronzing. Doing a little bit of cream bronzing on top of this contour. So again, not a beauty expert, but one thing that kind of grinds my gears, to steal a line from Family Guy, is when beauty influencers bronze and contour right here. To me, bronze, I can't get this open. And again, it's no big deal. I mean, there's no real rules to makeup, and you can do your makeup however you want to, but for me, bronzing is where the sun hits, and the sun doesn't hit your like under your cheekbones. It hits your cheeks, and it hits the high points of your, like, you know, a little higher on your face. So I like to think of that when I bronze. So I'll put a little bit up here. Whew. And like more like higher up on my cheekbones. And then just a little bit on my nose. That may be a mistake. We'll find out. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in a brush to blend out these contours. And then I'm going to bring in my Eco Tool sponge to blend out this bronze, maybe. Bringing the tip of that Eco Tools brush to blend out my nose contour. There we go, bringing some life back. Bringing some life back to this fat face. Okay, we go ahead and bring in some translucent powder. This is the Revolution powder in translucent. I'm gonna set my under eyes. I don't normally set the rest of my face, again, because I'm dry. I mean, I would rather not set my under eyes, but sometimes you just gotta, you know what I mean? You just gotta. Just gotta. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that my concealer isn't creasing. And then I'm gonna bring in a little powder brush, a little stippling brush. Oh, I did not mean to get powder right there. Okay, now time to bronze and contour. So I have these two. This is the Mega Bronzer in Cool, and this is the Mega Bronzer in Warm. I think I'm going to use the Cool. I think the Warm is just a little dark for me. And I'm going to bring in a big brush from Eco Tools and just kind of go over where I used that foundation. Oh, Misty, we don't need to be this dark. Ah, boot. Hold up, wait a minute. These are a little dark. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Revolution Blush Palette. This is Sugar and Spice. Looks like this. Very pretty. And I'm going to do probably this kind of peachy, pinky, blushy. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild kind of blush brush. So much makeup. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo, Ohio. I have two options. I have this Makeup Revolution highlighter palette in Warm. These are the shades there. Or I have this cute little one in, this is called the Remy something something, and it's kind of this peachy one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna mix all three shades, and I'm gonna use this fan brush from Wet n Wild. How pretty is that? Dying over here, taking 900 hours to get ready and looking fly. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my under eye area. I'm gonna go ahead and add some black eyeliner in my tear duct. Fortunately, I don't have a pencil liner from Revolution, so I'm just gonna use one from Maloney. I think like a purple liner would be really pretty with this. Dancing Smarty Pants. Ooh, ah. I love that I'm like putting on this full face of makeup and then I have nowhere to go. I do have pictures to take, but I have nowhere to go. Then I'm gonna bring back in that little palette and I'm gonna do the crease shades under my eyeballs. Girl, you done did it. All right, I'm gonna set my face with the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix. For an inner corner highlight, I'm gonna use this shade called Soul from the Opulent palette. It's this shade right here. Wait, which one is it? Yeah, this one right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush. Oh my dang, that is so pretty. Let's see, let's try nude first. It's also not nude. Also kind of shimmery. Why is the pencil shimmery? That's weird. Just I don't think I need a lip color. I think I just need a gloss. Let's see about this one. This is the Flower Power, I think. And lip power, and it's my life. Hey everyone, this is the finished look. It is wow. It is wow. It's wow. I don't know that I've ever had this much makeup on my face since I had drag makeup done a long time ago. I like it. Hopefully it translates well to pictures. If it does, I will share them at the end of this video. If it doesn't, I'll try again tomorrow. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go get dressed and get my pictures taken, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.